Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. I skipped a bit all the diving section, so now let's continue with the side quest, starting with exploring a sunken plane. So remember what the Shinra soldiers said when the first Gelnica plane started flying with the huge materia? They said it wasn't the only one who started the flu. This is the second one, but for some reason it was attacked by a weapon, probably Emerald, and sunk into the ocean. Thankfully, it wasn't completely submerged, so let's see what's inside.
All right, plenty
it's
of
like a treasure trove.
Wonderful.
Cloud, if I throw up on you, I'm sorry.
Well, that's exactly why you're not going to throw up on me.
Well, it's not like the dead plane is moving.
And Sid, those travel sickness pills you gave me aren't working.
Yuffie, this plane isn't even moving. It's sunk.
I'm in the submarine, you dope.
What is this place? Must be some kind of research establishment because there's a Mako generator.
I thought it was pronounced Mako.
It's pronounced both ways, both Mako and Mako. Technically the term is Japanese, but it was also adapted in English.
Yeah, of course, because we're in Japan and shit. Yeah, this is the problem.
This is just rustled because Britain could not ever manage to conquer Japan.
Actually, I was trying to be in character as Sid. It's gonna be a bit hard for this playthrough, isn't it? Because I'm just using my own voice for Sid.
Well, usually your Sid voice is gruffer than your usual voice. That's probably why we thought it was you speaking.
Depends.
Yeah, Sid had a cough. That's the thing, though. If Square ever have to change any of the voices for the remake, I think they'll give the excuse.
I don't
Cloud had a cough that day.
I don't exactly remember how it was in Kingdom Hearts 2. Maybe Pedro can remember better. How was Sid's voice actor in Kingdom Hearts 2?
Chris Ezerly. Yeah, Chris Ezerly.
How it was.
I was fine. They did pretty much.
He had a bit of
I think Chris Ezerly is very well cast for Sid. I think his voice really fits the character, honestly.
I think he was asking what tone or how it, sounded.
Pretty much the same as in Advent Children. I mean.
Yeah, but the thing is, I forgot what type of voice they gave it to him.
Oh, that, for example, like
Southern, Western.
Well, and Jira's side for sore eyes, like that. That kind of sort of somehow cowboyish voice.
I guess
no. I said
Bruce Willis.
I said sorta, not completely cowboyish.
Yep.
So anyway, as you can see,
it sounds like a bit of a more sarcastic version of your what's his name from Ace Attorney?
Who's his name? Jake Marshall?
There we go.
Oh, okay. Anyway, as you can see, the place is also filled with eldritch abominations. And it's actually interesting now. The way these monsters are called, it's a throwback to certain monsters you could find in an obligatory dungeon in Final Fantasy V.
Keen.
And these monsters, as you saw, are actually quite strong. Are really useful in the whole end game part, because using the morph command, which does little damage, but if it manages to kill an enemy, it transforms it into an object. Using the morph command on these monsters, you can convert them in a stat booster. And you can use them to boost your stats. It's a long process, but with that, technically you can become overpowered. But it takes a lot of time. So anyway, let's see what's in the other room.
Yes,
oh goody! Look who's there.
Turks! Again.
We just seem to keep running into each other lately.
I'll say.
There were weapons and materials developed solely to destroy Sephiroth.
You can't destroy him.
But it was attacked by weapon and sunk to the bottom of the sea.
I can give you what's here. We'll take out Sephiroth. I guess this is our last meeting.
I won't let you get in our way.
So yeah, we had to fight against Turks. You know what that means? More stealing. Thankfully, it doesn't take long this time around. So, but and also there's an interesting thing that happens a bit later on in the fight. Yeah.
Okay, Yuffie, I need you to steal something from them.
There was nothing to steal.
Keep trying, Yuffie.
Okay,
Your
as you saw,
reputation.
Cloud,
as you saw, Rude used some magic. Rude used some magic on us.
Yuffie,
You'll see what happens later.
Yuffie, your reputation as a materia thief depends on you being able to steal us some great items, so
yeah,
please don't fail.
Yeah, but there's gotta be something there for me to steal, you dummy.
There is, you're just not looking hard enough.
Okay, Cloud, next time while you're sleeping, I'm gonna steal something from you.
Oh no, you won't!
What, you have the magic of sleeping with your eyes wide open?
Yeah, trust me, Yuffie, there is something there. If there isn't, I'll eat my Buster Sword.
That's disgusting.
Exactly why there is something there.
Okay, I should probably explain how this works. Yeah, look at this. Accidentally I cast big guards on
Oh shoot!
so I make them move faster and with a barrier.
Cloud, you dummy!
Thankfully,
Well, you know what they say, Yuffie, an adventure's no easy if it's too easy.
And why are you attacking me?
okay, notice what also happening.
There,
Okay,
see? A top ring.
Top ring. So, okay, as you can see, Reyno's most not knowing attack is at the Neo-Turk Light, because it basically confuses an ally. Thankfully, Sid is still with this ribbon on, so it doesn't get affected, but as you can see, Yuffie gets completely bamboozled by this.
Of course. Don't worry, Yuffie. We just have to hold through. White Wind!
Thankfully, due to the overpower of the White Wind enemy skill, I managed to, you know, snap out of her very easily, because it removes the buffs. I mean, it costs very few MP, it potentially heals a lot, and removes all the buff. It's very overpowered, honestly.
Cloud.
And there you go.
And you got a Zydric. There, 2 items that you managed to steal.
And
Well,
now,
Yuffie, did I?
Have you noticed something? Pedro, you may have noticed something.
Oh yeah!
At least I don't cast
No.
Cloud. At least I don't
Root's
cast
not
a spell
attacking.
that protects my enemies.
That's because due to a glitch. If Root executes any
Cloud,
action...
you moron! Why are you attacking me? Our allies.
Hold on, wait. The glitch is that if Root, if I recall correctly, executes a specific action, like that magic, he then does not attack anymore for the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
So if I take down Reno now, the rest of the fight is over pretty much.
Of course.
These guys are pretty tough. See ya.
Might wanna do something now, Root, no? Nothing? Nada?
You,
Let's kill him.
Well, let's get him while he's down for the count.
maybe he just got spaced out. I don't know.
Cloud, wasn't this meant to be a challenge?
Is he cowering?
And now you know why I casted Big Guard, to make it a challenge. It was all
God,
part of the plan.
Could you imagine if Tifa was there? He'd be frozen stiff.
Yes, also because as a game mechanic, he won't attack Tifa in battle.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because he likes Tifa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did we cast silence on them?
Alright, we did it! And yeah, Yuffie, did I tell you or did I tell ya?
They just magically appeared there.
Well, they were there.
Cloud, at least I didn't cast a protect spell on my enemies.
Like I said, Yuffie, that was to make it more of a challenge.
So as you remember, the Zydric is actually the best equipment, best armor of the game. The Tough Ring gives a boost to Vitality and Spirit, which are pretty much your physical and magic defense.
Yep.
It's very useful, so it's very recommended to get it.
Okay, is this the last time we face the Turks?
No, don't worry.
Oh no!
One last time we will face them.
I mean, honestly, you didn't think the final battle was going to be that anticlimactic between them, did ya?
Especially because this dungeon is optional.
Yeah. This must be the cargo room. Time to change, I mean, equip.
No, I was just checking something.
Received.
Maybe I like it.
You know, Cloud, if we keep running into our enemies, we're never gonna defeat Sephiroth.
Don't worry, Sid. It builds up our morale and also our power.
Yeah, but it's bloody exhausting.
We're not in Breakbench Musashi, Sid. We don't get exhausted by too much battling.
We gotta rush here. I mean, the end of the world is coming, and we're running into all these random shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Sid. It'll all work out in the end.
Hang on, Tifa, what are you doing here? You're not in our current party yet.
I suppose it's video game logic that the end of the world will always wait.
Yeah. Yeah. The end of the world's coming. Oh no, what shall I do? Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
As long as I turn the game off, it's fine.
Yeah.
Creepy
So
touch.
this monster is annoying because it counterattacks every single thing with creepy touch. It does nothing but inflicts you sadness. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer because it slows you down on doing limit breaks, but it's still annoying because it doesn't do anything and it wasted just time and animations.
So, do you think this enemy was designed by Motomo Toriyama then, Tio?
Nah. I mean, annoyingness doesn't always mean, and wasted things doesn't always mean Toriyama.
Yeah, Jova, just because someone does something a lot doesn't mean they're the only ones that do it.
Dwibs, it was a joke. Besides, it's a joke that you get better if you've seen our Final Fantasy XIII run. Phaedra can attest to that.
I guess.
Cloud, how long is it going to take?
There you go.
Oh, never mind.
We just called it.
See, we leveled up, Sid!
The part on the plane does not take too long. The main...
Cloud, I'm sad.
The other main side quest is much more important.
Oh
Cloud,
boy.
I'm sad.
Oh boy. Sid, Yuffie's a bit sad from that battle. Could you cheer her up in time for this one, please?
Sorry,
Yuffie,
I don't have hypers anymore.
Yuffie, if you win this battle, I'll give you some materia.
Yay!
That worked.
Yeah, tough luck because this monster is particularly bastard because it has a high physical attack. So even if you're in the back row, it inflicts quite the damage.
Luckily, we have White Wind to even things out.
Yeah.
And of course, my limit break! Meteor Rain!
There you go.
Should I really be spinning in my celebration? I've been doing that a lot a couple of battles ago.
Yeah, how surprising is it that Yuffie, you know, the one who gets the most motion sick out of the party, is yet the one who constantly spins around?
Spin to win. Da.
The fuck is that?
Aquatic life?
That
Viper
is a viper.
An aquatic viper.
Yep. 2,472 damage.
Okay, Cloud, do not cast that shield spell on the enemy this time.
I hope I don't.
What do you mean you hope you don't?
Yeah, another overpowered enemy skill, Magic Hammer, because not only it reduces enemy MPs by a lot, but it also replenishes you your MPs.
So it's like the Leech Seed in Pokemon, but it drains MP instead of
pretty much. And trust me, even for Final Fantasy Blue Magic logic, this Blue Magic in particular is particularly overpowered. In fact, in all other Final Fantasy games, Magic Hammer it's not overpowered like that.
Skill power is used up.
That's when an enemy is trying to use a magic, but it doesn't have an MPs anymore. It just wastes a turn. There you go. So yeah, as I said, probably in another part, I'm probably sure that in the remake they will nerf a lot the enemy skills, because in this original game they are like game breaking almost.
That depends. Well, that depends. They could nerf them, or they may tailor them to a slightly altered battle system or gameplay style.
It all depends to how the combat system will be dealt with.
By the way, Gio, do you think that
this is the seats limit level 4 limit?
Hey, I like this. Let me use it.
Sure, here you go.
Thank you.
It's so funny because as you can imagine, it's literally summoning the high wind pretty much anywhere you are. So even if you're like in this very cargo on the water or like in a cave, he summons the high wind.
God, I am inflicted with sadness. I feel my advent children self creeping into me.
What's my advent children self like?
Bland, honestly. Not in terms of personality, but of design. I never liked that costume.
Character-wise, you're fine, but yeah, design-wise, I don't.
Yes, the original version, no. The complete version at least had some more scenes of him rescuing Denzel, which helped a bit for me. But that reminds me, one thing that I would personally like to do, aside from the movie, is the On Our Way to a Smile Denzel anime short, because
that's on my Blu-ray too. So
basically it tells the backstory of Denzel before Advent Children started, and it's very good. I really liked it. It does a really great job in my opinion, it should be viewed before the movie because it makes Denzel far more interesting.
I suppose. Speaking of animes, I hate the Last Order anime.
Everybody does.
Everybody does.
I mean, seriously, they actually... You know what, I probably shouldn't say that in case we do commentate on that, but... I'm just saying, thank goodness that thing isn't considered canon, at least for the most part.
No, it's not. It's just... they literally took a part of the game and they retold it. It's not really...
And go derp on that.
I know, what annoys me is that how pointless it feels. It's like, there's almost no point to it whatsoever. It doesn't affect any...
We'll just stick with On the Way to a Smile because that was animated by the exact same people apparently, because you can, and it's much better because it actually adds to to the movie a lot.
Yeah, as much as I may hate it though, I think I would like to someday commentate on The Last Order just so I can tear it a new one. But for now, let's focus on better things. Speaking of which, Tio, in the remake, do you think that maybe they'll also alter the materia system in this game?
I don't know. Again, it all depends on how the combat will function. It's all tied to that, because the vast majority of the game mechanics are related to how the combat works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the key point, pretty much. All it depends on that. So if we don't see until we see any footage on how the combat sorta kinda works, I cannot give a proper answer to these questions.
Fair enough.
I
was just asking for speculation, mainly.
I mean, well, they managed to do something with that in Crisis Core, remember?
Oh, yeah.
With the materials. But that was a completely different type of combat design for just one character alone. I don't think they will copy-paste completely that.
Yeah, I want to say I've heard speculations that they will change it to an action-oriented, like an action RPG, and I just have this to say, if they do change it to that, I still want it with multiple characters playable. You know, as opposed to...
I'm sure they won't change the team system.
Well,
again, we'll have to see. I mean, it is a remake, not a remaster.
Yeah, yeah, and with it being a remake, there's been big, heavy speculation that they may change it to an action RPG. And I'm mainly okay with that, but I swear I'll kind of be a bit sad if we miss out on, you know, getting to play as the other characters. That's one of the things I will give turn-based RPGs is, like, the vastness of the multiple playable characters, whereas
well,
with
if the story remains the same, you have technically to play as different characters at some point.
What I mean is, like, well, the ability to play as, you know, all of them, since, like, well, from what I recall, there are some scenes where
Yeah. Anyway, one thing I forgot, this one is Yuffie's final weapon.
Yeah.
Conformer!
I'll say later how it works, so continue.
Well, when it came to Final Fantasy XV, we were originally going to be able to play as all 4 of the party members, but they eventually had to drop that because they weren't able to make it work. Apparently there were a lot of issues and it was just too much for the game, and they had to narrow it down to just not for the sake of the game working more consistently well. So if they want to, if we are going to be able to play as all of them, then it'll probably be a turn-based battle. The return of the ADV system, probably.
No, Sid!
My one guess is like, well, that if they do manage to get multiple playable characters, I'm guessing like, well, it would be like, well, to swap out which character you play as at, say, a certain save point or something. Do you think that could work?
Yeah, unless they do kind of like in 12, where you basically have a party of one controllable character plus 2 AI control, and you can switch between those.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, if they brought back the problem is that, of course, we all know that's not going to happen because, first of all, Hikaru Ito is not involved, and second, people didn't like the battle system of 12 for some reason, so...
Well, I don't mean like we'll get 12's battle system, but more like so get the mechanic of, you know, having one AI-controlled character.
I got to deliver the killing blow.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, actually, now that I think about it, they could basically pull like what Kingdom Hearts usually does, except like, well, you can basically swap between which character is the leader, but only at save points, as opposed to being able to do that in-game.
Not Kingdom Hearts doesn't really make you do that. You're still in control of Sora.
No. What I'm saying is like, well, you can swap which character is the leader, but then when you're actually in-game outside the main menu or like the PHS, then it basically controls like a Kingdom Hearts game.
Okay.
Whatever.
So that's all for the Genlika, or whatever, the plane. Okay.
The Gelnica.
As I mentioned, since I'm scared as shit to use the dive section, I want to go back to the airship with a safe route.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, Shiroi, in case you missed
Call me coward, but I don't care.
Yeah.
In case you missed the end of last part, basically at there we met Sephiroth's mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Lucretia. You'll get to see her full detailed backstory when I get to record the service.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's something we can say for our commentary on the compilation series. We all have something to be, you know, in charge of, so to speak. Tia with this game, Pedro with Dirge of Cerberus, me with Advent Children. Who's doing Crisis Core?
Drova, probably.
Me.
I guess Shiroi is unemployed.
It's a good thing because I can't stand the battle system in Crisis Core.
Unless we give the remake to Shiroi, although I originally called dibs on that.
So,
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, let's go back to Wutai.
Yay,
Was that Dwibs?
we're going home.
Dwibs suggested to do it, and I think it's a good idea because, you know, Jova, me, RPGs,
Don't mix along.
Well, I already called dibs on it, so I'll probably be the one recording it.
Kittens! Tons of kitties!
Yay!
This is Professor Umbridge's idea of paradise.
So
Oh,
what we
that
actually need to
synthesized
do...
meow.
Yeah, he's actually going there since there's another secret passage.
Cloud, are you stealing stuff from my people's homes?
No, but what poetic irony that would be.
That doesn't make it right, you prick.
Oh, excuse me, I have to pass. Excuse me, there you go.
Cats hate Cloud.
Cats are addicted to Cloud. There you go. Well, that actually happens in real life too, from what I heard. Cats tend to get in the way.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Cats hate British. Cats are addicted to British people and Italians.
No, I
Well,
mean,
the
you'd be
thing is-
walking down the stairs or anywhere where you could fall and they'll be walking around your feet. They're evil.
Well,
Okay, so
And yet for some reason we adore them.
You were saying, Pedro?
my dog tends to get in my way a lot of times.
Dogs tend to be friendly, from what I hear.
There
There we go, a good...
The problem is that my dog is dumb as a brick. So
Cloud,
Okay, you...
I might have taken the hyper a bit too much.
Here you go, you... Oh boy.
No, if you actually take the upper 2 times, you get Fury status.
Cloud, give me some tranquilizer or something, or chamomile
Sorry,
tea.
we didn't use that on the ship. Why you?
Give me some chamomile tea then.
I'll
Just to
talk
give
about
you an
Yuffie,
idea,
maybe that might come in handy.
Just to give you an idea, Joe, just to give you an idea, Joe, my dog is so dumb that it can't even understand how to play fetch.
What?
I'm serious. I tried teaching her how to fetch, but she just stands there and looks at me confused.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Anyway, remember the item we got at the submarine dock? The Leviathan God scales? Yeah, scale of a sea god. That's what they're used for.
I was hoping this works.
Back in the Woodley side quest, we couldn't pass Whis Flames, so that's what the scales are.
What happens if you actually try and walk into the fire?
Cloud just says it's not a good idea.
Oh, I thought you could like die or something.
Received Oritsu.
And it was stupidity that cost
Which is
Cloud
a weapon
his
for
life.
you. Ding!
And also Yuffie's and Sid's.
Okay.
You're...
But yeah, I was just comparing the weapons, but the Conformer is actually overpowered on his own, because remember, each final weapon has a special mechanic attached to it. Yuffie's one is basically, it deals damage depending on the level of your opponent. So you can, since you obtain pretty much in the end game part, you can imagine it deals a ton of damage to pretty much any enemy.
That'll come in handy.
The only drawback is the fact that it doesn't allow materia growth, so you need to be careful in how you plan to do that, to equip those.
Use it wisely.
I mean, by this part of the game, probably you're fine with the materia growth because you obtain pretty much all the magics you need, and the enemy skills are replacing all the magics you need, pretty much.
Oh yeah, there's one thing I'm going to ask. In Crisis Core and Dirge of Cerberus, are there parts where the characters are saying sentences but there's no voices?
Yes, at least as far as Crisis Core goes, yes.
What about Dirge of Cerberus?
I don't know.
Dirge of Cerberus cutscenes are pretty much entirely fully voiced.
Yeah,
good. So I won't be
there are non-voice dialogues, but it's just when you walk around and talk to NPCs.
Now in Crisis Core, there is some of that, since it's kind of like a Kingdom Hearts game in some regards.
It was just because it's a PSP game, so it couldn't support voice acting all the way.
That too.
It's a PS2 game.
I mean, it was revolutionary for the time with its graphics and potential, but it wasn't still a masterpiece, of course, in terms of capability, because the PSP, despite being advanced, is still limited.
So yes, Dwibs, to answer your question, yes, voice acting adventures will return in Crisis Core to an extent.
Okay, well, isn't Crisis Core a prequel?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's basically they take basically we're literally gonna see a flashback in this game that tells the story of basically gives us a brief resume of what was Cloud's relationship with Zack.
Yeah.
And also Zack's relationship with...
Basically what Crisis Core does is take that flashback and expand upon it.
There's also another relationship that we explore, but I probably shouldn't say that yet since, well, that would be spoiling what is yet to come.
Okay,
Let's just say Zack had a special friend of sorts as well.
Oh boy.
What, Tony Montana, say hello to my little friend?
Oh, you?
The problem with Crisis Core is that instead of focusing on the actual plot that we cared about, aka his friendship with Cloud, they
create new ones, and in the process retcon in a bad way a lot of stuff.
If it's any consolation, they at least did keep consistent his friendship with Cloud and his... well, and his love life. For the most part.
Sid didn't really get to say much. Now it's replaced with, like, a wolf.
Yeah, Sid can just stand on the bench for a while.
Cloud didn't get to do anything.
Well, you learned your level 4 limit break. You even will use it in the future, don't worry. So now, let's head to the pagoda.
Someday, Sid, someday I will learn Omni Slash.
Ooh, Miss Yuffie, will you be climbing the pagoda today?
Yeah, that's it.
Then I, Scared Gorky, will be your opponent on the first floor.
Scared.
Gorky.
Scared Gorky. Yo, they call me Shake. I'll be watching your fight with Gorky. Then begin.
So yeah, this pagoda is kind of like that Bruce Lee movie. You have to fight one-on-one opponent for 5 floors. For 5 floors, one opponent.
All right, Gorky, show me what you got.
As I said, though, the Conformer is overpowered as fuck, so you see Yuffie's gonna wreck all of them.
Who's the daddy now, Piotr?
You see, guys, I knew it was a brilliant idea bringing along that materia thief.
Here I am, Miss Yuffie.
Of course.
Of course.
I thought you were just a wild girl, but you handled that pretty well.
Pardon me for a moment.
Well, we'll see how you do on next one. On next one.
On next one, remember they're Japanese, so they speak in broken English.
Are you sure it wasn't just bad translation?
So basically, the way it goes is that Midgard is basically the New York City of.
It's a shame that by this point,
Next.
Yes, Pedro.
Hold on.
Are you blind?
Are you blind? I'm right here.
What? I gotta fight a punk?
Punk. I'm more of an adult than some bimbo girl.
Who you calling bimbo? What did you say?
See what I mean? That kind of anger is what makes you so immature. That's why the fans didn't like you here. Don't pat yourself on the back until you beat me.
Ooh, are you gonna let him denounce you like that, Yuffie?
Now
Okay, I'm back.
watch.
Oh yeah, if I recall correctly, here I screw up with the choice because I didn't know what was the right one.
Stop yapping.
So someone finally got past Gorky.
So, we gonna fight?
Yeah.
So I guess it's time for Chekhov to stand in.
Here I go, Brett. Speed change.
Bring it on, you bastard! What the fuck am I looking at?
Speed change, Yuffie.
A penguin?
A penguin with a large tail, who's speedy.
Ha! Owned! Fuck you! See, why can't I be the one in charge? I'm overpowering these fuckers!
Yuffie! Remember who got you there.
So you can't fight a beat! Of course!
It's been a while since I felt pain.
Sounds like you're okay with that.
Of course, I'm a ninja after all!
Right.
Cloud, take me to my next opponent!
Yes, Yuffie.
Try to behave, Yuffie.
I'm fighting here!
Remember who got you here, Yuffie.
It's been quite a while since you had to fight Chekhov.
Unfortunately, this is as far as it goes.
That ain't gonna happen! I'll teach you about the strength of youth!
The strength of youth.
The strength?
So,
Keep mopping up that metal of yours, you're gonna get burned.
oh yeah, maybe it's, I don't remember, it's where or
Let's get
another.
this over with, old bag!
What do you expect from a child barely out of diapers?
I'm 16, you prick!
She has got the maturity of a child.
Yeah, I screwed up with the option here, so I just need to redo it.
Okay, let's
Sorry.
do it over.
Yeah.
Keep mopping up that metal of yours and you'll get burned.
I got insurance!
We'll see if you still talk like that after you taste some of my secret nuts.
Technically speaking, you can do the side quest right after the first one with Yuffie,
Magic!
but I recommend waiting till now because the reward is not that worthy for that moment.
Cloud, time how long this one takes.
Alright.
Oh, there you go.
4 seconds.
Yeah!
Plus, I attached the material in a specific order. By doing the combination of attaching the Hades materia with the added effect to your weapon, with each attack you use, you inflict every possible debuff to your enemy.
Of course.
This should be interesting. It's been a long time since I've had a chance to use my powers to their fullest.
Yeah, if you notice, every single person in this pagoda has a Russian name for some reason.
But this is Japan, not Russia.
Remember, Yuffie, Wutai is the Japanese part of Final Fantasy VII. Midgard is the New York City part of Final Fantasy VII. That little island on there is the Hawaii.
Although it is 5-story pagoda, the 4th floor is the highest.
I wonder which one is the Wales of Final Fantasy VII.
In other words, no one has ever defeated me. Master of weaponry. You still want to try?
Just come on.
German, I guess.
Weapon change.
Okay, Cloud. Let's
Maybe
see how
Coral,
long this
because
one
it's a
lasts.
mining town.
Alright, Yuffie, give him your best.
If I recall
Wait,
correctly,
wait 1 second.
most of the British coal comes from Wales.
If I keep this up much longer, I'm gonna be queen of Wutai.
Ha, I knew trading you would help out.
What?
Of course. Wait, that didn't make any sense.
Oh boy. Splendid! Your skill and levels have improved.
Oh, don't worry, Dweebs, you don't have to fight them all at once.
Oh, you might not be as much of a child as we thought you were. And why do I sound deep even though I'm small?
I guess. I don't
Why
know.
do I look like Maya? Of course, if we lost her, why are our voices changing?
You're going to
All
keep
our
that budget.
powers combined.
You have defeated 4 of our best, but now you will have to face him.
Him,
Oh,
you'll
you see.
You'll see.
not Cloud,
Okay.
is it?
I don't quite know yet, Yuffie, but
We don't
Oh.
know yet.
now remember, Yuffie, just like I taught you, spam and hit him when you can, and hit him with the limit break right there.
There you go.
Cloud, I only need to use 2 time hits and then I'm done.
No, don't worry, Dweebs. It's Jova, it's me.
Dad?
Yup.
I'm glad you made it this far, Yuffie.
No. Why are you?
I'll answer you by having you try your skills against me.
I'm having Last Airbender flashbacks.
Oh, nothing back. Come as if you're trying to kill me. If you don't, then I'll have to kill you.
Father of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
What are you doing? Only change. Leopardon.
alright.
So,
I can
here's
be
my
daddy.
question.
I'll be a supreme ruler of all Wutai.
So here's my question. Are all these people been experimented by Hojo too? Why can't they suddenly change to these creatures?
I know. I was thinking the same thing when I first got
It's like
them.
it's like the designers couldn't really come up with some way to have these human characters work, so they decided to make them monsters for some reason.
Either that, or if it's a new style of ninjutsu, which, oh my God, Naruto may have actually.
Oh, what are they called?
Oh my God, Naruto may have taken inspiration from this.
Yes, I did it. Wutai will never forget the great Yuffie.
True.
And we're both wrecked.
Heave.
Good going, champ.
Yuffie, you get first.
Cloud, drink please.
Okay, here you go.
Join the Nintendo Club today,
Oh,
Yuffie.
coot. Not bad.
You've also improved.
Mute the mic.
Pardon me, there seems to be a Shinra plane flying over us.
Maybe they just stole your plane.
And thus, little Wutai would never forget the day the
All your
great
planes belong
Yuffie
to
went
us.
And thus you
insane.
never forgot the day when the great ninja Yuffie beat my father.
And then went down laughing.
It's time I gave this to you, Yuffie. This is Leviathan materia. Take it.
Awesome sauce.
That'll come in handy, I think.
But Lord Godo, the liberated material should only be given to person who conquers and takes over this pagoda. That is our custom.
Custom. I'm so sick of hearing that.
Wait, I thought you wanted to revive your town.
So stupid.
But I thought you wanted to revive your town to its former glory.
Tio?
No, it's...
Then what about all the rest of you? You have all that power. Are you satisfied being cooped up in this tower?
Yuffie!
Hey, my theme. You too, Dad, just because you lost the war. And turning Wutai into a place like this.
Again, Square Enix commentary on the whole Japan beaten by America thing.
You turned Wutai into a cheesy resort town peddling to tourists.
That's totally nothing like real life.
How dare you! The Chao statue and Levifon are ashamed.
She is a kid.
What did you say?
Yuffie! Forgive me. It's all my fault.
What are you saying, Lord Godo?
Losing the war, turning Wutai into this, it was all my fault.
Lord Godo!
Silence! Yuffie, I am the same now as I was before I wanted the war.
Who wants war?
But after I lost the war, I began to think. Is strength only for defeating the enemy? Or just something to show off to others?
Well, in some cases, strength is a stat used to raise... Oh wait, he was probably not
Digits
talking about that.
That's the same way as the Shinra. I knew we were looking for materia for the good of Wutai. But the reason I hide my strength now is also for the good of Wutai.
So, yeah, basically there's...
And now I realize both are necessary.
JV could...
Strength without determination means nothing, and determination without strength is equally useless.
Lord Godo. Lord Godo. I don't know how to do Russian with that.
You there, please take Yuffie with you. That's an order. I perceive that you have all both determination and strength. That's Cloud, by the way.
Right.
Pedro?
Oh, okay, sorry about that. As long as she doesn't... whatever.
Alright, I don't mind. She's actually one of my most useful assets.
Go, Yuffie! For the sake of strengthening Wutai.
Dad!
I'll take care of the 5 sacred gods until you return. Go and come back alive.
Dot.
Of course!
Okay.
Now I'll be pissed off when I'm on tour with my dad.
Sure.
Go on, go! This is my time in the spotlight! Even though I sound like Toad. Oh,
Yuffie, wait a minute. The materia they all have.
Oh!
After the battle is over, you think they still want it?
And now we know where Yuffie gets it from.
Dad!
Like
Go
father, like
survive
daughter?
till the end and return.
So yeah,
Materia.
basically part of the
Wah.
basically for anyone. Oh,
You bet!
so yeah, for anyone, basically, a lot of people didn't always go to all the Yuffie side quests back in the day. So the full side quest actually explains her backstory. It actually gives her a reasonable motivation for wanting to steal the materia. It was actually so she could restore Wutai to its former glory.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, doing that voice really takes a lot out of your throat.
To answer your question, Waves, the war between Wuta and the Shinra originated because originally Shinra, back in the day when Shinra was just planting macro reactors everywhere, they wanted to give Wutai one on their own, but Wutai wanted to keep their tradition, so they didn't wanted one, and then created a conflict of interests, and then escalated into a full-fledged war. Wutai using their magic arts and monsters, pretty much.
And yes,
and
that's
Shinra using soldier troops and eventually Sephiroth.
Okay.
And yes, that's how the ninjas change into monsters, using magical cards.
Well, after this Passover, I'll need to BRB because I need a drink of water.
So anyway, that's all for the side quest for now. So next part we'll go actually to Cosmo Canyon.